Viewer discretion is advised. Bitches.
Alrighty, so we have a 2005 Yamaha FZ6 S, I believe, and we're going to take it for a test drive. So this thing has got stock exhaust on it. It's way more sport touring than I'm used to. So yeah, I'm test riding this for my buddy Hunter, who you saw just now. Ooh, that pickup though. Got up to 70 just now. Believe I'm in like 5th or 6th gear right now. Alright, that's 6th gear. It's so weird trying to rev match with a stock exhaust because I don't have the sound to go off of. Let's see. So this is very comfortable. And it's riding really smooth as well. A little downshifting. Throttle feels good. Responsive, it's just a little jerky because I don't know if that throttle tube need to be, I guess it isn't lubricated or nothing. Holding the tank feels good. Center of gravity is lower than my Daytona, or I feel like I'm more inside the bike than on top of the bike. Looks like an aftermarket windscreen here, very big, and it's tinted as well. Clutch feels good. Like I said, brakes feel good, back brake works. I'm not hearing anything wrong with this bike. Suspension is good. Do I smell something? So I'm kind of walking you through right now. I'm kind of thinking out loud, you know, the things that you look for whenever you're buying a bike, when you're looking on Craigslist, and especially when you're test driving a bike. Make sure the VIN number matches, number one, the title. Make sure you can get at least the title for sure. You don't want a stolen bike. Number two, ask them about service and everything like that. This dude specifically, he said that he bought it from some dude and they kept up with the service. So I'll take his word for that because the bike looks great for an 05. Make sure that the chain, the number one thing that we want to look at to see if a bike is taken care of by the owner is the chain and the chain slack and the sprockets. If you can't do basic maintenance on your chain, such as cleaning it and making sure that it's lubed up and changing your sprocket before they look like shark fins, then you are obviously not taking care of anything else on the bike if you can't even handle that, you know. Tires are decent on here as well. Everything is nice and digital. You do have a gas gauge on this FZ6. And getting back to the subject of what else to look for when buying a bike off of Craigslist, just want to look at all the maintenance, you know, and if there's anything wrong with it, don't let it be a deal breaker. Try to talk them down, say maybe if it needs a new tire, talk them down the price of putting the tire on there. Ask them, you know, and if they do know about their maintenance, which is even better, you know, you can ask them, hey, valve clearances around this point in time, did you do that? Throttle bodies need to be balanced, air filter should be good to go, all kinds of little small stuff. You know, do some more research as far as like the specific bike and what mileage you'll have to do service at and what types of services. You know, when this bike has 16,000 miles, it should be due for a valve adjustment. Hopefully the previous owners did take care of that. There's one small thing that we noticed on this bike, and that's it's a small oil leak coming from the filter, which it could be that it's not spec as far as it being on there. It might be the gasket, so we'll check all that out soon. Shifts perfectly, man. I'm all the way up in 6th gear right now. So yeah, there we go. We went around the block just now, so I'm liking this. The gauge looks really nice too. All right. Starts right up, fuel injected. Let's go, baby. I can flat-foot it. Almost. Hold on, I gotta be in a certain spot. There we go. Now I can flat-foot. Don't die, girl. Dab. So let me continue my conversation real quick. And as far as buying things off of Craigslist, you know, you want to make sure that these guys aren't sketchy. I'm sure you guys, most of you guys should have like an internal, like, oh, that dude's sketchy kind of radar. You know, that guy was completely fine. He's prior military. He selling it because his fiance wants him to sell it. He said he has other hobbies, so he's not worried about, you know, not riding anymore. So he wasn't that big a hardcore rider, but which is good for Hunter in this case, because now he's got a bike that's been barely used by the previous owner, and before that, hopefully, you know, maintenance wise taken care of, but definitely cosmetically it was taken care of. And it's an 05, that should be saying something. Chain is good and adjusted. Sprockets, could use new sprockets coming up soon, but they're still good to go. And fork seal on the left, in the front left fork is blown, so that's one thing that we will have to be replacing soon. And then when you're actually on Craigslist looking at advertisements, make sure that they have multiple pictures in a local, preferably a local number, for your area when you're looking at Craigslist ads, because usually a lot of these advertisements and stuff like that, they'll just like put up a really good price and only one picture, and they hope that that big price or that good deal will draw people in. And you want to look at something that's got different angles, preferably shows the odometer reading. It's just fun, man. It's just fun, and I could really go on road trips with this thing. That's the nice balance of sport touring, right? They're comfortable, you can go on road trips, but they still have that class of, you know, you want to go fast? Oh, here you go, here's a power band. And that's what this is. I feel like it's not, you know, competitive or anything as far as racing, but it's definitely very good for the street, should I say. Just, you know, I've got to put it that way. Good old traffic. All right, so this is going to be like this all the way through the rest of the ride, a little stop and go traffic. So at this point in time, guys, I will go ahead and say thank you very much for checking out my first impression of the FZ6 2005. See you fuckers later. Motomar out. 2005.
It's FZ series?
FZ6, yeah, you got it.
I like that.
Hey, appreciate it. I got two bikes. Yeah. Daytona 675.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. This is just for around town.
Right.
Yeah, I got you.
You like the other one more though, right?
Yeah, that Daytona, man. That shit is no joke.